one interview for some advice on what not to do, and then we'll talk about that. And then we'll do a second interview with incorporating what we discussed, what not to do, and kind of reversing it into a good interview. Does anyone have any questions before we get started? No? All right, so we gave you some paper and a pen, so take some notes while I'm interviewing Topher. Jot down some, so again, this is going to be the what not to do. So write down some things that you see him doing that you think maybe wouldn't be good things to do during the interview, and then we'll talk about that afterwards. All right. Topher?
Peter Parker.
Hi. I'm
Hey.
ready for you.
How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good.
Great. You can come have a seat.
All right. Oh, sorry. Do you mind if I take this real quick?
Sure.
Sorry. Sure. Hey, I'm just about to walk in an interview. Yeah, whatever. Yeah. No, I'll call you in like 5. Cool. All right. Bye. Sorry about that.
Have a seat. How are you doing today?
Good. How you doing?
Good. So as you know, you're here to interview for a entry-level sales position.
Yep.
Okay, great. So we're on the same page.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to ask you a couple questions. If you have any questions along the way, feel free to ask.
Okay.
And we'll get started if that's okay with you.
Sure.
All right, great. So the first thing I'd like to know, if you could just take a couple minutes and tell me a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm looking for my first job. I should be graduating school this summer, I'm really into art. I like going on the weekends and tagging, and yeah, that's about it.
All right. So you said this is your first job? Have you done any volunteering, or have you helped on the weekends, family or friends, with anything that you could incorporate into work skills?
No, not really.
All right. So as we talked about, you're interviewing for a sales position. Can you give me 2 to 3 qualities that you think make a good sales candidate?
Make a good sales candidate, I would think someone who's probably good looking or attractive, can sell anybody anything, if that means if you have to lie or not, and someone who's motivated by money.
What do you mean by that?
Making money. I mean, that's why I'm here. I want to make some money. So.
Don't we all? All right. Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years?
Other than celebrating the 5-year anniversary of you asking me that question?
Yes.
Hopefully on my boat, not working.
So you'd like to retire in 5 years?
Yeah, that'd be ideal.
Okay. All right. And you think this job's going to take you that way?
Sure better.
All right.
I mean, I sure hope so. Yeah.
All right, so can you tell me about a time at work or at school when a member of your work group wasn't pulling their weight and what you did about it?
Oh, I can remember in school, working on some group projects and, having some slackers with me, and I really didn't do anything. I just would do the work myself just to get it done with.
Did you put their name on it?
Well, yeah, I mean, it was a group project, so I kind of had to.
Okay. So you just did it for them?
Yeah, basically.
Did you get an A?
Well, we got a good grade.
What grade did you get?
Let's call it a B. Ish. B-ish.
C plus?
Maybe, it's up for debate.
All right. So why do you feel like I should hire you?
I'm very confident. I can talk to just about any person, anywhere, anytime, any scenario. And I could sell ice cubes to an Eskimo.
All right. So those are the only questions I have for you. Do you have anything for me?
Yeah, what's my starting salary gonna be?
That is negotiable based on a couple things, and if you make it into further rounds of the interview process, we'll talk about it then.
Okay. All right. Well,
Okay.
cool.
All right. Well, I
Thanks.
appreciate you taking some. All right.
Cheers.
Yep. Bye. All right. Sorry. I think he's just gonna stay out there. Let's see if he's gonna come back in. So what do you guys think? What are some things that didn't go so well?
When he walked in, he didn't give you a firm handshake.
Didn't shake my hand. Strike one, right?
He got on the phone.
Got on the phone. Strike two. That wasn't rehearsed. I'm like, yep. So he really didn't tell me why he wanted the job. He just kind of said he wanted to get more money, and that was about it. What about in the, well, I guess we can talk about that in the second one. So where do you see, when I asked him where do you see yourself in 5 years, his response was, besides the retiring, was basically having, what did he
Celebrating
say?
the 5-year anniversary. You asking me that question?
Right. So personality is important to showcase through an interview, but sarcasm probably not, right? So we want to make sure that we're being appropriate.
I think not doing your research was a good point too. Like,
Yeah.
when the question is about selling, it didn't seem like he cared what he sold.
Yeah.
And that's a good
Nor did he
opportunity.
ask what we do.
Right.
That's not bad. And then when I asked him why I should hire him, what was his response to that?
He can sell ice cubes to Eskimos.
Right, so again, the sarcasm comes out, because he can talk to anyone, anywhere.
You're possibly a little overconfident. Maybe.
Right, so maybe,
Or arrogant. It's borderline arrogance. Yeah.
all right, so yeah, so those were mostly the things not to do.
Wait, I
So-
thought that was the good one.